Okay, so gusto kong sumagot dito kay Dalawang Sentimo sa Kalye. Actually, kay Dalawang Sentimo, kung nakikinig ka, kung gusto mong, if you wanna talk about it sa podcast mo, pwede naman. Kasi once upon a time, I believe, tumanggi lang ako. Ito yung kasagsagan nung November issue ko dun sa ibang mga YouTubers. So, I actually declined doon kasi ayokong mabahiran yung podcast niya ng drama ko. Pero, on matters of like this na very very geared siya toward national importance, I would like to have a discussion with you. Kahit sama niya pa si Kong Eli kasi during that time kasi si Eli San Fernando ay tumatakbo pa lang. And I do believe na si Dalawang Sentimong sa Kalye actually helped Eli in his campaign. Okay, sabi, wag kayo magpadala sa naratibo ng Malacanang. Okay, isa lamang tong paraan para hatiin ng kolektibo gawin ng mga Pilipino. Ang narrative ng Malacanang, which should be the prevailing narrative, is that the people who were very violent should be prosecuted. Okay, may batas kasi tayo that is actually telling us na you can have a peaceful protest, then yun na yun, di ba? Kailangan nating sundin yun. The Constitution remains supreme, okay? Yung 1987 Constitution na yun is, well, hindi pa naman siya naaamyendahan, pero ang atin lang, hindi natin yun pwedeng suwayin and no one is above that, di ba? Meron kasi tayong idea of constitutional supremacy. Ano pa ba mas marahas sa korupsyon na ginawa ng DPWH, mambabatas, contractors, pinapahirapan ng bansa? Well, kaya nga tayo merong due process na tinatawag. Ang atin lang kasi dapat, hindi mo dapat ilagay yung batas sa kamay mo. That is illegal, di ba? Kaya nga tayo may justice system. Nico David, hindi naman gumagana yung justice system eh. Well, that is not for you to decide kung ano yung tamang gawin. Bakit pa tayo may rules? Bakit pa tayo may laws kung ganyan lang, di ba? Kasi once you justify one act of violence, there should be, alam mo yun, magkakaroon ng slippery slope yan na ideology. No, sige, kung yan, inaano mo, gina-justify mo, then lahat tayo, i-justify natin lahat, di ba? Ng ginagawang paninira ng mga tao na yun. Wala kasi talaga siyang justifiable motives yung ginawa nila. Yes, totoo, merong maiingay ang mga protesters na yan, pero hindi naman yun dahilan para manira ka. Bakit hindi matawag na kriminal yung mga opisyalis na yan at negosyante na patuloy inaalagaan ng Estado ng pondo ng bayan? Well, may due process kasi tayo, idol. Kasi once na nanira ka ng gamit, dahil kunyari, wag naman sana, sinuntok mo si Alcantara kasi alam mo, may ginawang hindi maganda binanatan mo. Siyempre, si Alcantara may rights pa rin yun. Hindi natatanggal yung rights niya porque may ginawa siyang may ina-allege kang crime sa kanya, di ba? We are in a civilized society governed by the rule of law, not by the whims of your kung ano yung pinaglalaban mo, di ba? Napaka-ideological kasi masyado nitong si Dalawang Sentimo sa Kalye. I could understand kasi tropa niya si Eli Si Eli parang talagang yung paninindigan nun kahit saan siya umabot Pero the thing is, I tend to agree with the law. And Malacanang is only imposing what is lawfully correct, okay? Ang karahasan ng Estado at ng mga negosyante ay nakabase sa intensyon at manunupil magkakamkam ng yaman. Ang karahasan na kabila ay reaksyon sa korupsyon at panunupil ng kabila. So, you are justifying the violence because of the allegations of corruptions. We are in the understanding that the rally should be peaceful. Kasi yung iba naman, hindi naman sila nag-resort sa violence para ilahad yung kanilang hinanaing sa gobyerno. Remember, if I'm not mistaken, the number is between 65 to 70,000 people attended the rally all day sa Luneta, sa EDSA, and sa Liwasang Bonifacio. Pero only a handful of people actually went violent and destroyed public property and private property. So, you are in turn saying na okay lang na maging violente yung mga tao na yun kasi nga may corruption. Hindi. Kaya nga tayo may rule of law eh. We have to go there. Kaya nga may mga Blue Ribbon Committee eh. Kaya nga may mga ICI. So that we can ascertain kung ano ba yung liability ng bawat tao na nandito. Yes, naiintindihan ko na ito ay yung passion talaga na ilabas yung na nararamdaman mo. Pero it is very wrong for you to justify violence because there are bad people in the world. Okay? You are not kailangan maging ma-resolvean natin to in a peaceful and lawful manner. Maganda na maiintindihan natin ang pagkakaiba, subalit magandang maalala natin na ang paliwanag ay hindi katwiran sa gawin na bagkus isang paraan. Okay, so what the hell, man? So ako, sumagot ako, tas mga bobo naman yung mga yan, walang kwenta yan. Ito, I disagree. You should read the part of that guarantees a peaceful assembly and not a violent one. Okay, so basic yan. If you are referring to our constitution, then you are correct. Okay, that the people have the right for peaceful assembly, but the same provision also state that the state will pass no law with policy to deprive the others the right. Going back to the context of the issue, okay? The PNP blocked the path of assembly since they were... No, ginagawa talaga yan ng mga police to protect Malacanang, okay? Siyempre, nandun si Presidente. Trabaho nila by any means necessary to protect the President kasi people are marching to Malacanang. Automatic yon. Okay? So, you are debating an issue of the people not reaching the neck of the president. Hindi naman siguro pwede yon in any given context. If you want to remove the president, there is an impeachment process. Any citizen of this country can file a complaint against the president. Pwede yon. Kasi parang ang gusto mong palabasin dyan, binlock nila eh. Yung sa Mendiola, kasi may yung truck na yun, nakablock naman talaga sa bridge yun kasi ayaw nilang patawin yung mga tao doon. So that hindi sila makakapunta ng Malacanang agad-agad, which is actually for the safety of the president. Siya yung presidente natin eh. Kung ayaw mo siya, hindi pa impeach mo. Or next time kumuha ka ng mga kandidato na gusto mo. Nasa demokrasya tayo, tol. We have to protect the president whether you like him or not. We are simply being selective in our reading of the Constitution, forgetting the spirit of the provision as a social contract with the state. No, you are interpreting it. You are interpreting the blocking of the route to Malacanang. Kaya yun nandun, hindi dahil kung ano man. Binlock yun talaga so that people won't go easily to Malacanang. They were protecting the president. Yun yung mandato ng PNP, to protect the president. They are not hindering the assembly. Actually, they are allowing maximum tolerance. But yung mga sa EDSA ba, pupunta ba sila sa Malacanang? Hindi. Kasi voices are already heard doon. Di ba nga sinasabi sa balita that the president is listening, di ba? So, you are saying na deprive yung right nila kasi hindi sila makatawid sa Malacanang. How? Oh my God. Seryoso ba to, tol? The issue was never about justifying violence, but the violence was inevitable in the circumstance of deprivation. Hindi. So, ikaw naman, sinasabi mo na okay lang maging violente yung maliit. Paano naman yung mga hindi naging violente? Parang, ano yun, ibig sabihin, dapat pala naging violente sila kasi may justification naman yung pagka-violente nila. Hindi yun. Deprive of what? Deprive of justice. Remember, before this issue actually exploded, walang may alam nito. Tagal-tagal na natin binabaha. Simula pa lang ng ilang taon na. Ngayon lang siya pumuto kasi ngayon lang siya na-expose. And no less than the president exposed this. Ay, sino yung mga tinamaan doon? Yung pinsan niya. Yung mga kaalyado niya. Sila yung una on the chopping block eh. Nito na lang itong mga senador na to eh. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, may effort to clean the government. Why can we not focus on that? Kasi ito lang yung meron tayo. What exactly do you want from this? And yet people who say they condemn violence justifies the violence of the police officer because they were protecting themselves, idol. Kung hindi naman yan ng bato kung hindi naman yan ng Molotov cocktail, di naman yan, hindi naman kayo babambuhin yan Yes, justify yung ginawa nila. They were initially protecting the president, which is their mandate. Mind you, mandato nila na protektahan ng Malacanang. Okay? Unfortunately for us, na hindi naman tayo sumuporta kay Bongbong Marcos, but we have to, Diyos ko po, sinasabi ko sa inyo, wag niyong iboto yan, but still, people voted for it. And look at me now. I have a platform, and the last thing that I want to do on my platform is actually incite people to do violent behavior. Hindi, mali yun. Meron naman tamang proseso sa lahat ng bagay, idol. Kasi bata pa tong si 2 sentimong kalye, and I know your words are your sword, 'di ba? Ganun. I'm not saying na your sword in this kind of situation. And you're fairly intelligent, man. You're an intelligent dude, pero wag naman sanang ganito na gusto mong baluktutin yung rule of law, twist yung naratibo ng ating constitution just because may gina-justify mo yung pagwawala ng ibang tao doon. Yung sa Sogo na lang, is that justifiable? Yung mga batang pumasok at nag-loot sa Sogo? Is this, kasi yan lang yung inaano niya Yan lang yung inaano niya yung hina-highlight niya dito. Those violent actions are subjected for prosecution. May due process pa rin yun. Pero to say na kasi hinarangan yung mga yon, nasira yung freedom of assembly nila, what they want? They are already assembling Do they want to go to Malacanang? Remember, some of these people have Molotov cocktails. These are already facts of the case, my God. It will also be easy to condemn this action if the perpetrators are from the marginalized sectors. Hindi, kahit mayaman yung nandun. Actually, yung isang pinagbibintangan, rapper na mapera di ba? Or at least yung person of interest, di pa naman allegations yun. Yet the very same people that condemns this violent acts can call out the corrupt acts. Okay, acts of their close friends or politics since it will be inconvenient. Sino ba to? Ako naman, sinasabi ko sa inyo kahit nandidikit yung pangalan ko kay Romualdez, sinasabi ko sa inyo na imbestigahan nyo. Okay lang yun. Hindi ko kayo pinipigilan doon. Actually, unang-una akong pipirma kung nagkaroon ng rally about against kila Romualdez and sa Congress, sila yung unang imbestigahan nyo. Yung majority doon. Okay? O yun, napaka-categorical nung sinasabi ko already at this point. I mean, were you even in this protest? I was in Luneta and I was also in Recto when it happened. Okay? Buti walang nangyari sa'yo. If you think violence isn't inevitable or essential aspect of protest, then better read your own country's history. Well, but there are more people na hindi naging violente. You are looking at the lens of the people who wanted to do nasty shit. Paano yung mga nasa EDSA? Sila hindi naman sila naging violente. Yes, may nagsuntukan doon kasi nagkadebate, but that's it. Did they storm Malacanang? Hindi, di ba? They went about their program and they went home afterwards. So why are you justifying these people na nagwawala sa EDSA? Were the police violent? Where they were getting attacked? 'Di ba? May nagbato sa kanila ng tae, may nagbato sa kanila ng yung Molotov cocktail, they were kicked, they were punched, they were thrown rocks. And then all of a sudden, tas may mga nasaksak pa daw na mga nagpo-protest. Then why are you blaming them? For what? For essentially doing their job? Come on, man. Anyway, I would like to ask you if open ka sa discussion dito. Let's talk about this. I mean, mas maganda magkaroon tayo ng exchange of dialogue dito. For now, okay na yun. Gaya mga lads.